I've spent quite a bit of time here over the last few months talking with you about feeding the flock of God effectively. Next week, we're going to begin moving into another aspect of caring for the people of God in an effective way. At this particular point, I think I'm going to begin talking about ministering the Spirit, just like I've talked about ministering the Word of God, because both things are essential and they're important, and we need balance in all that we bring to the people of God. But I wanted to spend one more session kind of wrapping up some of the things that are drawn from my book, The Science of Shepherding. And these are practical applications. The first thing that I want to remind you of is that it's okay to plan your teaching and your preaching to your flock. That pattern makes it easy for you to be working toward a particular objective. You're not helter-skelter. You're not pinballing from one subject to the next. And if God chooses to change the message and direction at any point in time, you certainly can adjust to that. I told our platform staff a service or two back that here's what I'm going to be preaching about today, but be ready, because I have some other things working in my mind and I may be preaching totally off the cuff. So you plan it, but you leave room for there to be some space. Okay, the second thing is this. Expand your fields by gathering, filing, and keeping good resources. My friend Daryl Johns says that you're never any better than your resources. When I pass from this life, in all likelihood, my boys are going to have a glorious bonfire with some of the stuff that I've gathered through the years. But you never know what it is that you're going to be needing and what it is that can be beneficial in your building a lesson. Okay? So never stop gathering resources and materials. I take stuff from anywhere that I can get it. And then the third thing is that in preaching and teaching, as I have said over and over again, systems are all right. I use these 20 different topics that I try to preach about twice a week. I practice the adage that Sundays are for sinners. And in my Sunday morning, particularly preaching, I'm going to generally be preaching to the lost. There is a rare exception when that's not the case, but it is extremely rare. I think we will have growing churches if we will adopt the adage Sundays are for sinners. And then finally, variety is the spice of life. People get tired of my voice. They get tired of me being the only one that they hear. Why not have a forum? Why not team teach sometime? Why not have a service that involves some discussion and allows people to give their response to some of the things that are being conveyed? And of course, that's an interesting challenge depending on the size of the congregation that you're dealing with and the circumstances that you're in. But preach and teach with variety. Don't be the same. Don't get locked into the mode simply because it was the way that your pastor did it. Learn how to be more effective in communication. Read a book or two every year about effective preaching. It will do nothing but make you a better shepherd.